Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'm going to be fixing this 2020 Renault. As you can see, it's been hit in the front directly into there. Obviously it looks like to me it hit another maybe trailer on the back of the trailer, some kind of. And basically the cab, I just popped this grill off. Basically the cab is ripped off the mounts here. The cab is just sitting on top of the chassis. Still got some air leak there. And about here is broke off, so no end. We know we're going to end up changing both of them cast bits, and we're going to strip it all now. Probably a cap will have to come off. I'm going to put it on a jig. Wonder, being hit there, wonder if the chassis underneath is bent, because there's some dents on the side panels there, creases, and a few bits and pieces there, which we're going to dress up. It's a bit dented there. We're going to get this thing off. Definitely the rat's destroyed. I'm going to strip it off, take the cab off, and we go from there. So let's do it. Right guys, all stripped, pretty much ready to put it on the jig. Jig is already here, set up, Lorry's here, and I stripped it all down the side. It was quite difficult because we're not able to jack the cab up because it's ripped off here. Basically the cap is supposed to be bolted on there. As you can see, it's all past that, both sides, and that chassis there looks a bit on the angle to me there. So we're going to take the cab off, put it on the jig. I'm going to measure the cab, make sure the chassis, then 2 chassis rails from the cab are not bent either way, up or down, because that's what normally happens when you have a hit like that in the front. It's being held by the locks in the back, and it push the whole lot back, so the chassis sometimes go up or down. So we're gonna take it off, put it on the jig, then we find out soon. So let's do it. Right guys, actually next day here, the cab is already off on the jig here. Today we're gonna try to strip all this front end. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it or Jason. I think Jason's gonna be here in a minute. He's gonna try to tackle all these rads, take them off, because they pushed back. We're gonna need to see what's damaged behind there. No doubt, obviously we have to replace the rads, intercooler and the condenser. That chassis looks a bit like it's over to me, so we're gonna strip it all and investigate that. If you have to go to chassis alignment, you will. If you don't, you don't. So if it's, yeah, Jason's coming and we go from there. So let's do it. Right guys, we've got the rads off. Jason here, stripping it all. What do you think, Jason? Bad?
Chassis looks alright, so...
Chassis looks alright, isn't it? That's the main thing, isn't it? Yeah, I had the laser on the chassis, but the laser just here set up. And the chassis, the both ends perfectly level. This side perfectly straight, and this side perfectly straight. After Jason took all this bracket off and the rads, that chassis went just back. It's perfectly straight, and pretty much that big cast bracket is big. It's probably up to there, so that's whole lot is behind this cast bracket, bolted through it. The rad pack is all knackered, and we're just going to get that ordered. There's a few little bits on the top here, a pipe and the bits and bobs brackets on there, so we get them bits ordered. Jason is just about to strip in all this to try to take this end off. Is that right?
Yeah. Get this cast bracket off. Is it damaged?
Yeah, both of them. We're gonna replace both of them cast brackets. We just need to have a look inside what we need to order for that end. So right, let's go for it. Right guys, I've stripped all the front end here. Basically what I'm going to do is just dress some dents up here, and where that bolt and that bracket the cap sits on, it was bolted. This is actually back, pushed back. I'm not sure if you're going to see it, but it's just pushed back, and the holes there, like a spacers inside there, they're all shifted back as well. So I'm going to probably have to bolt this bracket on and try to pull it on there, straighten this up, and probably have to cut this section out, knock it all out in there. The same on this side, and I already checked the chassis pretty straight, so there's nothing to worry about too much. And Jason stripped all this here, and we're gonna get someone from Renault tomorrow, I think, is coming to have a look, so make sure we've got everything ordered for this front end, and I'm just going to concentrate on this. You're probably wondering what that is. That's the Merc. Waiting for the part video. I'm not sure which one's going to be fixed first, this on this, but as I'm looking on the prices, parts, availability of the parts, I think this Renault might be first. So yeah, let's crack on with it. Right guys, all that cab is pretty much fixed. You've seen me fixing one side. Basically I've done the same to the other side off the camera, and we're gonna paint the front. We've got 2 doors to paint and the 2 side panels. And the Renault man just been, we ordered everything, all them chassis cast bits, 2 of them, both sides, everything pretty much for the front to get it complete. So basically I'm gonna take this to the paint shop for the boys. We'll wait for the bits from the Merc, and I'm just going to show you what I'm going to jump on next. I'm not going to sit around doing now. We've got another job, another video for you guys. Basically what we're going to do, I'm going to strip it and fix it all. That new side panel, repair the top bit, just had a swipe on the side, quite nasty, so we're going to get that sorted. So let's do it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the cab is fixed, parts already here. Jason's here today. He's just about build this front end up. Still waiting for a few bits, do we, Jason?
Yeah, still waiting for a few bits to come.
Still waiting for a few bits to come. There's like a bracket here to bolt on, and that's all bent. We're still waiting for that. And it's pretty easy, isn't it, on the Renault? Pretty simple, isn't it?
Straightforward.
Straightforward. They're pretty strong, them chassis ends, isn't it?
Yeah, they are.
Comparing to the Scanias or Merc.
Especially the Merc.
Especially the Merc. I mean, if the Merc had a hit like that, it would be curtains, isn't it? Bent. Yeah, quite badly, isn't it? Yeah. On the beginning of this video, I showed you the green Scania. That's already done. I was hoping this Renault will be fixed before the Scania, but I just got too quick, or we was waiting for the parts 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks for parts, isn't it?
Third week.
Yeah, 3rd week, yeah. So I don't know why, but normally we get them quickly, but I think we had it from Peterborough instead of the local Renault from Boston. I don't know why, but I think this lorry is something to do with the Peterborough Renault, so that's why we're doing it from them. That's already done, and we're just going to continue working on this. We've got the rods, few bits, and get this thing built up, so let's do it. Right guys, Jason is cracking on with it. I haven't filmed him putting this all back together. I was doing something else. We've got eight Scanias to do till Christmas, just to tie them up, a few dents. I think they're going for resale at Scania. So if you're on the market for second-hand Scania, please ring Scania Spalding soon and tell them I've sent you. You might have a discount, you never know. And Jason's been cracking with this, building all this front end up and putting the rods on, and the chassis is all pretty much built up. Still waiting for a couple of small bits. Yeah, that front section across there, we don't have that. What else, Jace? You're doing this bar now, are you?
Yeah, the mesh for the front.
Yeah.
Bits and bobs like that, really.
Mesh for the front, building this up. Could pretty much putting it on, but the guy from the Renault's coming today, isn't it?
Yeah, today.
Yeah.
Small bits.
Yeah. And well, in the last video, guys, I said we've got 20% viewers of the ladies, and Jason says, well, that's because of me, probably. Good old Jason. Yeah, that must be a good look, that is, Jason.
Yeah, it is.
I have to tell you, yeah, you're a good looking lad. Yeah, good. We're gonna get this probably bar on the cab shortly, and probably have to get it on. We'll see. So let's crack on with it. Right guys, the cab is on, fits perfect on the chassis. Jason's here today. I love Jason.
Hello.
And we're gonna just crack on with it, or you're going the other side?
Back over the other side.
You're going back to the other side. Ah, you're gonna leave me on it then?
Yeah.
And what do you think to Chris Allen's show?
It's quite funny.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Soon as I've seen his video, the first come up on my channel, and I subscribe to it, because you subscribe to his channel
Yes,
again,
I
isn't
have,
it?
yes.
Yes, and wonder how we come up with this title, innit? Professional struggler.
Yeah.
Just makes you wonder. I want one now.
Yeah.
I need a favour from you guys, just to come up with the nice title. I don't know how you can apply for one or deserve one, but someone will figure out something else. and it would be nice to have a logo on the channel. That's nice, isn't it? Because I've seen on the Chris Professional Struggler channel, a bloody good show he's got on. Yeah, he's got merchandise and t-shirts and jumpers and all sorts. So one day you never know. So wonder how he's managed to do that. Anyway, so if you could sort out the logo, guys, someone, probably plenty of geeks out there watching channel, if someone could sort the logo out, that would be nice. And please let me know in a comment what kind of title, because I would definitely need one now after Professional Struggler got one, but it's no shine of using it. It's using it every day. It's title. Is it? It is. I watched his last video in the when he was swimming in the lake on the paddling board. Good old Chris, bloody good show. That's what he keeps saying. And before I should say anything, guys, welcome to the new arrivals from Chris Allen's Professional Struggler show actually. Yeah, from his channel. There's lots of you came over my channel, checked it all, and plenty of good comments on my channel. So thank you very much, guys, for that, for coming over and checking my show. And me and Jason gonna crack on with it. He's actually going next door anyway, MOT site, fixing some cars. That's what he likes to do. No, because you could have a good show on.
I could.
Yeah, because you are like the Chris Allen.
Yeah.
You are mobile mechanics. Jason is actually coming here a few times in a day and goes all over the places, other places, fixing the cars and helping other businesses. And
work for yourself.
Yeah, you could have some bloody good show on.
Good show, yeah.
Yes. So no, guys, please design the logo if you could. And thank you again for sticking around and coming from Chris Allen's show, Professional Struggler show. On the Chris's channel, it comes up naturally, but for me, guys, English is my second language. I came in 17 years ago, for the people who don't know, on the channel. I came here 17 years ago. I couldn't speak any English, so I'm pretty much struggling sometimes, trying to talk to you guys, but I'm doing my best. I'm showing what we can do. Right, guys, all done, 100% complete. And what we're going to do now is going to take it for a run test and get it tested, make sure everything's right, but it's all put back together. Front end is absolutely mint, brand new. Sides, I'm not going to show you higher because we already got decals on it. Everything there is perfectly. Even changed the back end, shockers, brackets, then bracket, all the shockers are all right, and both sides, and we even swapped two of the cab rams, which are under there, somewhere under the grill, to lift the cab up, two of them, brand new. Chassis, perfect, no damage at all. And yeah, it's pretty much ready. The customer's been on the phone for it for the last couple of days, and a huge shout out to Renault Peterborough, because that job is for them. Guys, that job, it was obviously too big for them to tackle, so that's why they contact us, and we went to fetch it, and that's why we've got it. So great shout out to Renault Peterborough. And don't forget, guys, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss the video like that or something like that. Look, that's a nice one, isn't it? I like it when they come in like this. Look at this, guys, bloody mess. So if you don't want to miss the video of that, please hit that subscribe button, because like I said, I would really like to have 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So this video coming shortly, and before this one I've got a VOLVO outside, which halfway through the little repair, quick one, so I'm going to upload that to you. And for my logo, guys, I'm going to leave my email down below, so if you're interested to design something, I was thinking something like change the name for the channel from my name to Truck Rebuilds UK by
Sebastian Jedrzejczyk. Ja, täällä on Isla där.
Nice try, Chris. It's actually Jedrzejczyk. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.